Everyone wants to burn fat faster. That's why billions of dollars have been generated promoting fat burning supplements like metabolic boosters, carb blockers, and raspberry ketones, as well as all kinds of other magical creams, potions, and powders that have claimed to enhance fat loss. However, the truth is that without changing your diet and your daily habits, none of these products will work. Instead, there are some very simple changes that you can make starting today that can significantly help you speed up the fat loss process without wasting money on useless and many times unhealthy fat burning supplements. So today I want to give you guys 8 simple meal planning tips that'll help you lose fat faster. And the first tip is to start carb cycling. Now, carb cycling is a powerful dieting method that's still used by many bodybuilders and fitness models to this day to get really lean and defined. But even though it works great for some people and can even help certain individuals burn fat faster, you should make sure that it's something that'll fit well with you and your preferences. It involves planned spikes and drops in your daily carbohydrate intake. Even though there are many ways to cycle your carbs, for the most part, most plans will include a higher carb day, a lower carb day, and maybe even a no carb day. Typically on your high carb days, you would have anywhere from 2 to 2.5 grams of carbs for every pound you weigh. Then on your low carb days, you would have around 1 gram of carbs for every pound you weigh. And finally, on your no carb day, you would do your best to have as close to 0 grams of carbs as possible, or you could take a little more of a forgiving approach where you would simply ensure that you're not exceeding 50 grams of carbs per day. Each of these days would provide certain benefits. For example, your high carb day would help you replenish your glycogen stores, allowing you to lift heavier and perform better at your workouts, which could ultimately help you preserve more muscle mass as you get leaner. To take full advantage of your higher carb days, you would want to position them on your heavy, high intensity workout days because that'll allow you to maximize protein synthesis when you need it most. High carb days will also positively affect many of the metabolic boosting and muscle building hormones like testosterone, for example. Meanwhile, on the lower carb days and the no carb days, you'll be burning more fat since less glycogen will be available for energy. Now, as you diet for longer, you would slowly add on more low and no carb days to continue burning fat as you lose weight and your metabolism adapts. So originally, you might just start by switching from high to low every other day. Then you'll add in a no carb day, so it'll be high, low, no, and then repeat. Then 2 weeks later, you might bump it up to high, low, low, no. And 2 weeks after that to high, no, low, no. And by continuously adding in more low and no carb days, that'll help you burn fat faster. But keep in mind, if you don't balance your calories properly throughout the week, so if, for example, you eat an insane amount of carbs on your high carb days, you can wind up slowing your fat loss instead of speeding it up. So remember that. And that's why the second tip is to constantly reevaluate your calorie deficit. All too often, people will start a diet plan and they'll see the first 5 pounds fly off the scale and they'll feel great, only to discover that a few weeks in, they're not losing any more weight at all. This is because, yes, you do typically lose more weight in the beginning, but it's also because the diet plan that you created 3 weeks ago may no longer even put you into a calorie deficit a few weeks later, especially if you lose a lot of weight in the beginning. You have to understand that if you use a macro calculator like the one on my website and you plug in 200 pounds versus 190 pounds, it'll give you 2 completely different diet recommendations for how many calories, carbs, fats, and proteins you should be eating per day to burn fat. That's because losing even 5 or 10 pounds will wind up costing your body significantly less calories as you go about your day. Imagine how much extra calories you would burn if you carried a 10-pound dumbbell everywhere you went. Well, when you lose that weight, you're no longer burning those calories, so technically you need to reduce your calories further just to maintain the same calorie deficit that you had when you first started. So every 2 to 3 weeks or so, you should reevaluate your calorie deficit, especially if you hit a plateau and stop burning fat. When reevaluating, yes, you want to use a macro calculator, but always remember that even the best, most accurate macro calculator is only giving you an estimate. So if the macro calculator tells you that 2,000 calories per day is going to put you into a calorie deficit, but when you stick to those 2,000 calories per day for a week, you end up losing nothing, then that means that the 2,000 calorie level is not a deficit for you. Instead, by definition, it's your new maintenance level. So you need to reduce your calories further from there. So when you're in a situation like this where you're not losing any more body fat, you want to reduce your calories anywhere from 200 to 300 calories per day and take those calories away from your carbs or fats and then see how your body responds. By continuously reevaluating, you'll continue to burn fat faster without hitting plateaus in the process. Next, you'll want to make sure that your diet is full of foods that are high in soluble fiber. It's been shown that high fiber diets, specifically ones that are high in soluble fiber, help to reduce hunger. Fiber has this effect because it slows down the digestion of the food that you eat, helping you feel fuller for longer. Great sources of soluble fiber include beans, oats, avocados, sweet potatoes, and Brussels sprouts. Since feeling full and satisfied on a day-to-day basis is a lot more likely to lead to a successful outcome in the long run, you're a lot better off setting up your diet in a way that'll help you feel satiated even while you're in a deficit. When you feel full, you wind up reducing your calorie intake naturally without having to force yourself to fight hunger all day long. And controlling your hunger can help you burn fat faster, because when people get really hungry, that's when they mess up their diet plan. You can easily increase fiber intake just by switching lower fiber carbs in your diet for higher fiber ones. This is easy to do if you understand that usually higher glycemic options like potatoes without the skin, white rice, and honey will have less fiber than lower glycemic options like sweet potatoes, brown rice, and green leafy vegetables. Another thing that you should do is up your protein intake to about 0.73 grams of protein per pound of body weight. Research unanimously points to the fact that higher protein diets almost always outperform lower protein diets when it comes to fat loss. This is because protein itself costs a lot more calories than carbs or fats to digest. When you eat protein, around 30% of the calories are burnt off in the digestion process. So if you eat 1,000 calories of protein, you're only taking in a net of about 700 calories. This is why higher protein diets typically outperform lower protein diets for fat loss. On top of that, the amino acids found within protein are also the building blocks to your muscles, so it's crucial for you to be eating enough protein to maintain as much muscle as possible while you cut, especially if you want to maintain a faster metabolism. Another thing you should do is stick to drinking only water, seltzer, tea, and coffee, and eliminate all other drinks that contain calories. If you currently drink things like soda or you add a ton of sugar to your coffee every day, you could be taking in hundreds of extra calories that do nothing to satisfy your hunger and might even do the opposite, making you feel hungrier throughout the day. Meanwhile, drinking water can actually curb your hunger and help you burn some extra calories throughout the day. Also, calorie-free beverages that are higher in caffeine, like coffee and certain teas, can help elevate your metabolism, which can help you burn fat a little faster as well. The next way to set up your meal plan for faster fat loss is by finding the perfect meal frequency for your body and for your preferences. It's usually recommended that you eat 5 to 6 times a day to minimize hunger throughout the day. And this truly does work very well for many people. However, there are other people that this doesn't work so well for. The plus side to having more meals throughout the day is that you're constantly allowed to eat food. But the downside is that the amount of food that you can eat per meal decreases as you increase the number of meals that you eat per day. So there are plenty of people that will be able to eat a cleaner diet and consume fewer calories by eating only once, twice, or 3 times a day instead of 5 or 6. So experiment with different meal frequencies, trying each one out for at least 2 weeks at a time to see if you wind up taking in less calories and if you prefer one over the other. As long as you're getting all your macro and micronutrients, meal frequency is largely about what works best for you. And by decreasing or increasing your meal frequency, you could wind up saving calories and burning fat faster. Moving on, the next diet tip is to eat specifically whole foods when you start getting really hungry. Of course, at least a little bit of hunger is to be expected when you're cutting your calories. However, if you set up your meal plan correctly with enough fruits, vegetables, and protein in your diet, your hunger should almost always stay at least a manageable level. If you find yourself getting ravenously hungry all the time, that's a sure sign that you're probably not eating enough vegetables, protein, or whole foods in general throughout the day. So if you get really hungry every day, you don't want to just ignore it, because eventually that's going to lead to a binge. Instead, when you get hungry, eat some whole foods. For example, you could make stir-fried vegetables that can really fill you up for around 100 or 150 calories. As long as you choose some fresh food that came from the produce, seafood, or meat department at your grocery store, you should be able to satisfy your hunger without adding so many calories that you knock yourself out of your deficit. And ultimately, if that helps you stick to your plan rather than constantly yo-yo dieting back and forth and binging, you'll burn a lot of fat faster in the long run. Finally, the last meal planning tip is to get to sleep at a reasonable time after eating dinner or whatever your last meal of the day is. Obviously, as I've mentioned in many videos before, getting enough sleep is crucial for burning more fat and maintaining muscle while you cut. If you don't get enough sleep, you'll significantly reduce your body's ability to burn fat optimally. However, aside from getting enough sleep, so many people do the most damage to their calorie intake at night right before going to sleep. If you're up all night watching TV, you're very likely to go grab a snack and start munching. All of a sudden, within 30 minutes, you can literally eat hundreds of extra calories that you would have never even eaten if you just went to sleep. So if you do like to eat late at night, do your best to position dinner later on in the day, and soon after you have your dinner, within like an hour or two, you should be getting ready for bed. Forget the myth that you're more likely to store fat when you eat right before bed. That's not true. The thing that actually makes you store fat is eating excessively by munching on snacks and adding hundreds of extra empty calories before going to bed. So there you have it. Those are the 8 simple diet tips that you could use to start burning fat faster. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon. Also, if you're looking for a done-for-you workout plan that can be done at home or in a gym and also includes a customizable meal plan that'll be based around you and your preferences, whether that be intermittent fasting, carb cycling, 1 meal a day, keto, or vegan to name a few, then click the link below in the description to head on over to my website. We've put thousands of people through these programs, and my clients that follow the plan are losing at least 20 pounds or 5% of their body fat in only 6 short weeks. To learn more, click the link below, or you can visit my website directly at gravitytransformation.com. I'll see you guys soon. Pump it.